Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Jenofeve Designs. I wanted to do a video for you guys really quick because the paper collection, I have two paper collections that I know I'm going to be using in the next couple albums, and they came in and I did just a little bit of planning, not a little bit of planning, a little bit of experimenting to see if this is the paper collection I want to use in this next album, because this next album we're going to use all of the different edges. All three of the decorative edges in the Basically Amazing system. So we're going to use the Basically Amazing foundations and each one of the decorative edge add-ons. So what I did was, first I made sure it was going to look good, which I think it's going to. We'll come back to this. This also will give you a good idea of what this paper collection is going to look like in an album. So I did go ahead and make a little mock-up. Let me scooch you in. And I think it turned out so pretty. So this is the Enchanted, this is the Graceful, and then this one is the Charming. So there's the Graceful, there's the Charming, and then there's the foundations. So I wanted to show you because I'm going to use one background design for all the decorative edges, and I'm going to use one background design for the foundations. So I am going to, if you're interested, I'm going to tell you this at the front end of this video here. If you're interested in making this along with me and you want to get the 3 decorative edge add-ons that I'm going to use, plus the foundations that I'm going to use, if you want to get them for this project, you don't have them, or you want them in the specific background design or whatever, I'm going to do a 30% off. I'm going to make a collections list, and I'll have it linked down below, and they'll be currently 30%, they'll already be marked down 30% off. So I'll leave that that sale going for maybe a week or so after this video goes public, and then once again when we start the album I will do it again, so that if you wanted to get your hands on what I'm working on, you could, and you could get a discount. So what I'm going to be using is, in all of the decorative edges, I'm going to use the Roses background design, which is so stinking pretty, right? It looks really good like this. But I also wanted to point out, I'm going to be using the shades of color too. And I printed the mats for this page, for example, on one of the shades of color, and that too looks really, really nice, because this collection has a lot of bold colors and I really like it. So I'll show you the collection in just a second. So I just wanted to show you that. So all 3 of the decorative edges I'm going to be using the rose background design for, and then for the foundations I'm going to be using the grungy wood, which actually looks like this. So that's what that looks like, and it looks really nice with this collection as well. So I also wanted to show you what it looks like when you print the matte, the grungy wood matte for this page, for the Basically Amazing foundation. This is the A size. When you print the matte on top of one of the shades of color, it looks like that. So that looks really good as well. So not only do you have the option of having the grungy wood, which is really pretty, you could put photo mats there, you could do some embellishing and that kind of thing, or you can print the mat or print the whole page itself onto some of the shades of color, or solid cardstock, whichever. I think I've got some solid cardstock coming that I was going to see if it went well with this collection, because this with the 4 different edges, this is going to be kind of a large album, so I wanted to make sure that we have enough to go around. So anyway, so I just wanted to kind of show you the different options that we're going to go with here for this next album that we're getting ready to make. Okay, so we're going to be using the Basically Amazing foundations in the grungy wood, and the Basically Amazing decorative edge add-ons in the roses. So that list will be linked down below. But isn't that pretty? Doesn't that look nice together? So here's the mock-up of all 4 decorative edges using a different paper collection, right? But look at it, it looks so nice with this as well. It looks so good. I'm super excited. Okay. All right, so the paper collection, the first paper collection I'm going to be using is Minte, the Antique Shop. I adore this color combination. I think it is absolutely stunning. And we might even go a little bit old school for this album because I've already matched some seam binding and things like that. Remember how we used to crinkle up seam binding and we would use that to tie things closed. We would use that as pulls and all of that. So I've already matched some of that. I've even got some sari silk that matches. I'm super excited. I think this will be a fun album and I love this color combination. So I'll probably end up, so each paper pad comes with 2 of each design, and then there's also a bonus cut apart sheet on the back, which is beautiful. I just love this. I love this so much. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, 2 of each design. So I've already used one of the pages to do this. This isn't even stuck down. I just wanted to show you, but it looks funny if it's not. I've already used one of the pages to do this. They're not completely glued down, they're just tacked down, so just in case I don't use this setup exactly. So I still got that at my disposal. So let's flip through this paper really quick. It is so pretty. Let me move these aside. Let me stick it over like this. So the back side of the front page looks like this. And then here's the next one. So pretty. Don't you just love that color combination? And with the Basically Amazing system, it's a really large system, right? So these types of images work really well in a system like that, I think. You guys are gonna have to let me know what you think. So there's the front of that. Oh, and then I've already went through and flipped all the pages. So, yeah. And then there's the back side of that, a nice neutral. And then this one, I just love this so much. This is gonna be fun. And then the back side of that is, this is kind of where the grungy wood came into play because I really like this. I really like the look of this. I didn't want it to be so dark, but that the grungy wood's perfect for this. And then here's the next page. It does kind of seem like a lot of the pages are kind of busy, but when we just take small portions of it, I think it's just going to be stunning. I think it's just going to be beautiful. Oops. I should tack that down because I really like the way this looks. Okay. So there's that. It is just beautiful. I love this color. And then music notes. I was thinking about, let me show you this. I was thinking about using the black and white background design set, because look at that. Look at the music notes printed on some of the shades of color. It just looks so nice. Especially since there's music notes in there. So you guys let me know what you think. I feel like I'm trying not to add too many things because we've already got 4 of the Basically Amazing sets, you know, in this album. So I'm trying not to add too much additional stuff, but sometimes, you know, it's just so pretty. Okay, so there's some music notes. Then this piece here, it's like an empty little curio cabinet kind of thing. I love it. I love the back side of this. And their paper is really good quality too. You could literally print right on top of this and that could be your page. It's that sturdy. There's the page that I used in my little mock-up here. That's the page. So it looks really cool. And then the back side of that is this really deep color. I love these colors. I love them so much. Okay. And then there's a cut apart page. So this, the front and the back, you know, well, here's the front and here's the back, right? So either side can be used, and I think they're beautiful. So probably one of the album prep things I'll do is cut this apart. But this is not what that is. I'm just showing you the paper collection. And then there's the back side of that. And then this is not part of the basically this is not part of this paper collection per se, but it is Minte, and they're called chippies and titles. Minte chippies titles. So these are a little bit thicker, and I thought these would be fun. They do say things of family, mommy, amazing, friends, travel, lovely, good. So these will be fun to use as is, or to color with some inks, or to color with paint, or just, I don't know, gesso them up a little bit. I don't know. We might be going a little old school in this album. We'll see. So I picked up this. And then let me show you. I did get the 6x8 add-on paper pack. I kind of wish, and I don't know, I might be asking too much of these companies. I don't know why. I kind of wish they would have done this in the 12x12 paper size. But because of the way that the Basically Amazing system is set up, there's so many different size pages that we can use the add-on paper pack on some of the different smaller pockets and things. So it's really pretty. So let me scoot the paper pad aside, and let me scoot you in. Whoop, wrong way. Okay, so this is really pretty. So that's the back of the front cover, which is beautiful. And then you get, well, how many sheets of this do you get of each? You get 3 of each design. So, in this beautiful color. Oh, I just love it. I've been out in my garden. Hopefully I don't have tomato on me. I love this page. There's some script. I love that page, obviously. Beautiful neutrals. Some lace. This looks like vintage wallpaper. Chippy paint. It looks like vintage wallpaper. Love that page. We have ledger. That's beautiful. And then there's a cut apart piece. And these have, look at this. Look at this. I love I want this lamp in my house. Does anybody have that lamp? Anybody want to sell me this lamp? Or this candlestick? This is so me. I can't even. Or even this phone that would never work, obviously, because we don't have landlines anymore. But yeah, and we're going to be using keys and stuff because there's keys in this paper collection. And so then that's, oh, and then there's, the backside even has like a collage, which is pretty. And then there's some cut apart florals, which we can always use more. I always love cutting out the florals, so I'm glad that there are extra. And then there's like a wood, and then I think this is starting over. Yeah. So you get 3 of each one of those pages. So we're going to be using this. And then there's a 60-piece die cut, and their die cuts are really good. They're almost, most of them, this one might have a little bit of issues, but most of them are cut close. Let me see if I can show you without too much glare all of the fun stuff that's in here. So pretty. Yep. Although I don't see, there was another thing that was part of the collection. It was like envelopes and things. I didn't get that, but I don't see my lamp in here, so I have to be fussy cutting my lamp out because that was so pretty. Anyway, so this is the paper collection we're going to use in our next project, our next mini album build and mini album series. So this is the one we're going to be using next. And then I have another paper collection that I'm going to be using. I haven't decided if I'm going to make it on video or just make it and show you, or pre-record it on video and then I don't know. I haven't decided because I obviously can't do both of these at the same time on YouTube for you guys because that would just be too much. But let me show you the other paper collection. Okay, before I show you this paper collection, I just want to say it was perfect timing because my granddaughter started pre-K this year, just last week. So it's time for making school albums and stuff. Even though I never made a baby, I need to make a baby album, don't I? Like a scrapbook, a boy and a girl, because I have both a granddaughter and a grandson. I need to do that. I need to add that to my list. I need to find the perfect paper collection for that, for me. Anywho's. But anyway, so this collection here is also brand new with Minte, and it's called School Days. And I want to make an album with this. I thought the colors were fun. They were a little bit different. It feels like a little retro to me, which I like. And they've added flowers and things in there, so I like that as well. I have not gone through this paper pad, so, but I'm gonna flip through right now. And then of course on the back of the front cover, there's cut aparts or fussy cut, you know, images, which is always fun to have those extra. Okay, so then there's this page with the chalkboard. This would be so cute. The back side of that is cool numbers. There's some more chalkboard. I mean, isn't this interesting? Isn't this a neat color combination? I love green. There's it looks like the teacher's desk. So pretty. This could go whether for a girl or a boy. It could go either way, don't you think? And then here's a hallway. Oh, it's so cute. I love it, and I love the flowers. Again, it could be for a boy or a girl. You could cover up the flowers if you want to, and I love that chalk back there, ground there. This is nice. Got a backpack, a clock. I've tried to find, another thing I'm looking for is a wax seal stamp that looks like an old-fashioned alarm clock. Can somebody help me find that, please? Please? I want one so bad, and I have searched and searched and searched. That's a really giant piece of school paper. And then here's the 3x4 cut apart pieces, which are really pretty. And then the back side looks like that. So those will be fun to use. And then it starts over again. Okay. So that's a fun paper collection. And then let me show you. Let me scoot that out of the way. Let me scoot you in and show you this. This is the add-on paper for this collection. So the inside cover looks like that. So we got pencils, numbers, lockers, a grid. I feel like we could use like actual school supplies during this album as well. You know, grid paper, writing paper, maybe add some of that where you learn how to write paper. You know what I'm talking about, the for the young kids. There's like a collage, and I love the black and white. Cursive. They need to bring cursive back. This paper. This, whatever this is. We need to bring some of this into this album. Another collage. Blue lockers. Grid. Some cut aparts. Apple. Oh, wow. That's bright. And then some cut apart flowers, which are super pretty. And the back is a green with white paper clips. And then it starts over. So there's that pack. And then I got a 60-piece paper die cuts, which, let me see if I can get it to do this without much glare. Right. So cute. There's a lot of options in there. And then I also have the 27 paper elements. So there's tickets and envelopes and tags. So I'll bring it closer so you can hopefully see without too much glare. I thought these might be just a little fun addition. Alright, so that, oh, and then one more thing. I got the chippies for this as well. So this is called School. And of course it has fun school. Sorry about that glare. Of course it has fun school stuff. Let me take it out of there. And the other chippies I think would work with this as well because it has stuff that you could use in it. Here we go. This is better. Whoop. Oh, and look at there, the back side of that. yeah, so it's got teacher, school. It's got a, what's that called? A Rubicus? Is that what that's called? I don't know. I can't remember. Pencils, easels, apples, palette, book, school bus. You see what I'm saying? It's just, this would be fun to use in an album like this as well. So there's that. And then let me grab the other one and show you without the plastic on. So this one, right, it says, this can also be used for a school album too. I'm just like troublemaker. Adventure, good, any of those. So I ended up buying 2 of each one of these just in case. You never know. So I got 2 of this one and 2 of that one. And so I'm definitely going to use this one for our, what's it called, antique shop, and I'm going to be using this one for the school days. So those are the 2 paper collections that I'm excited to use. The first one we're going to be using though is this one, and I wanted to tell you both of these because I'm going to try, we'll see. I wanted to go ahead and tell you both of these paper collections because I want you to be able to get your hands on the paper if you want it. So I'll have everything linked below to where I actually bought mine at 2 different places. So I will link that below as well for you guys if you want to check them out. And just know for 100% sure that I don't know how I'm going to do the school days one. I don't know what template I'm going to use. I don't know if I'm going to do a video series. I don't know if I'm going to make it off camera and just do a detailed flip through, or if I'm going to make it and then just, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I do know this one we're going to be making on camera step by step. Hopefully it won't be as long. I say that every time. I think I jinx myself every time. But this is the paper collection I'm going to be using. And I'll have it linked. I'll have the collections list for all of the different templates I'm going to be using for this album. And I will also come back and do a more detailed, what are we going to be using in this album, certain things and whatnot. And you can always check for like Amazon lists and things like that. When I do eventually have one for this, you can check that, and I will add things into that I know I'm going to be using. Like I know I'm going to be using keys and things for this. So I know I'm going to be using seam binding and stuff like that. So you know, if you check those, you'll probably know faster than if you wait for a video. But anyway, all right. So I just wanted to show you guys those real quick. I have several other paper collections. I have a Christmas one that I got in. It's super beautiful that I might show you. But for now, this is as far as I'm willing to go. I'm super excited to start this project. So let me know your thoughts. Give me a thumbs up if you are excited to start this new adventure with me, and check out the collections list down below so you can get your 30% off if you don't have one of them. Yeah, and thanks for joining me today, you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.